Okay, everybody. Shalom, diplomats, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 6th Christian Media Summit opening night. My name is Natasha Kirchuk. I'm an international TV anchor and correspondent with I-24 News. But tonight, I am honored to be your host and greet you for all this festive evening that's bringing together journalists and staff from Christian media outlets from around the world. I'd like to thank you so much for being with us here tonight, and I can promise you that it is going to be worth it. We've prepared an exciting schedule rich with pressing dialogue. We have musical performances, and we even have some comedy as well. And get ready, because tonight, Israeli Prime Minister-designate Benjamin Netanyahu is going to be joining us on stage, despite the ongoing political situation, to address you, our special audience. Now, tonight is about bridges. We're bridging time, since it's been 3 years since the last face-to-face Christian Media Summit here in Israel. We're also going to be bridging places with 120 representatives from 28 different countries. And we're also bridging faiths by connecting over our common goals and morals. So, without further ado, I would like to call up onto the stage Mr. Nitzan Chen, the director of the Israel Government Press Office, to open the evening for us with a warm greeting. And for the past 6 years, it's important to keep in mind that the GPO has reached out to Christian journalists around the world to help bridge the gap between Israel and the Christian world through the Christian media, which is why we are all here today. So, Mr. Nitzan Chen, come on up.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 4 words to start. Thank God we are here. Yes. After 2 years of the pandemic, it gives me a really great pleasure to extend a very warm and hearty welcome on behalf of the Israeli Government Press Office. And yes, with God's help, we did it. So we are delighted that you are able to join us, and it's very important for us to recognize and acknowledge the unique contribution that Christian media has played over the past few years throughout the pandemic. We are just a week away from Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, and it says in Proverbs 20:25, the spirit of the man is the candle of the Lord. The candle that we have inside all of us, the Spirit of the Lord has protected us in times of adversity. You know that the story of Hanukkah is a parable for the fight of the few against the many. And the flame of the oil lamp that burns for 8 days, while the Holy Temple here in Jerusalem was destroyed, is a parable for absolute faith that we share in the importance of Jerusalem. The lamp may have flicked and starred in the time difficulty facing war or plague, but the lamp shed light and warmth and the belief that a future remains. Your constant faith in Israel and Jerusalem persists even in times of trouble and uncertainty, and for that we thank you. We thank you very much. As we said in Numbers 25:20, say therefore, I grant him my past of friendship. לכן אמור, הנני נותן לכם את בריתי לשלום. In Hebrew, it's much more easy for me to say it. So, our hope is that by gathering so many media professionals together for the next few days, you won't just talk shop, but reinforce the issues that ties us together. Strengthen the cultural, professional, and moral bond between Israel and Christian community worldwide. Just yesterday, more than 40 mayors from all around the world came to share their experiences and experience Israel together. They, like you, will bring the message back to their own communities and tell the truth. You are representative and shapers of public attitude, have the unique and critical position as a mediator in public opinion, providing reliable information beneficial to people's understanding of the real facts on the ground. Yes, I'm not from the UN. I always want that Israel will win all the battles, all the challenges that it faces in the future. And our message is that Israel is fighting a giant battle for a public opinion, battling the fake news, rising normalization of anti-Semitic sentiment, and delegitimizing of our very existence as a country. Sorry about that. I'm sure you understand what I meant. And even the right of Jerusalem as our capital. I know that in our time there is lots of mix between news and fake news, and they try to combine them together, and some people can distinguish and some people follow the fake news. Our goal as a journalist to make sure that the truth is in our side as a Jewish people, in our side as the chosen people, and in our side with our conflicts with our neighbors. Although sometimes we are struggling in a very difficult situation. This type of news is relentless and unforgiving, proud, it's peddling of conspiracy theories and anti-Semitic troops. Now more than ever, it is crucial to bring your experiences to your readers so that they may understand the facts on the ground and not the tweets of a model or sportsman. So you are fortunate to come to Israel, as Natasha mentioned before, in a very aftermath of an election, to see for yourself at the issue at hand. We are still unsure of the actual makeup of the coalition, but we know one thing for sure. We know that the new Prime Minister will be Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu. That's for sure. And our program this week is filled with interesting and influential speakers who come from different parts of the political spectrum, many of whom are new to politics but will take an active part in government in the next few years. We will hear from ministers and members of the Knesset, the army and security experts, legal professionals, and senior journalists, and they will cover topics relevant and sensitive to the interact fabric of Israeli reality. I feel sure that they will be stimulated throughout the robust debate, but that, of course, is our brief, all of us, or more of us, as journalists. Even moreover, the tools that we have prepared for you are designed on open window into understanding of Israel in and beyond the conflict, an opportunity for you to see behind the headlines, so to speak. Our visit to the city of Jerusalem, with its diverse fusion of the old and new, technology and spirituality, conflict and concord, are central to our summit. And we are immensely proud and honored to be able to guide you through the very street where King David once walked himself, in the fantastic new heritage site we will visit together. And last but not least, I would like to thank the Ministry of Jerusalem and Heritage, who dedicated a great deal of resources and time to ensure the success of this summit. With special thank you Nathaniel Isaac, the Director General, for his decision to be sponsorship for this summit. And we are gathered here today mostly because of him, because of he realized that this connection between Jewish people and Christian people are critical for this society, for the Israeli society. So thank you very much, Nathaniel. In addition, thank you for our colleagues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and at the Jerusalem municipality who have helped in so many ways in the preparation of various parts of this summit. In the past 3 years, we have signed the Abraham Accords with countries who will never believe will be our friends. In this spirit of Abraham, our tent is open, our hospitality extended to you, and we wish you a fruitful and meaningful summit. As we may fulfill the words of Isaiah, work to spread the wonder that Israel, then you can seek the favor of the Lord, for I will set you astride the height of the earth and let you enjoy the heritage of your father Jacob, for the month of the Lord has spoken. Have a wonderful summit, everyone, and we hope that in these coming 4 days we will have a fruitful meetings, a fruitful thought, and think together about the 7th and the 8th Christian Media Summit in the future. Thank you very much.